All right, artists, here's how we're going to create our painted papers today. You're going to take one of the pieces of paper that's underneath your placemat, and then take your paintbrush, and you are going to put your paintbrush in the lighter color at your table. We want to paint the whole paper. So get all the white spots. You'll see we're going to use this for a really fun project, and we don't want to have white spots left over. So look how I'm using my paintbrush. I'm just going back and forth, reloading my paintbrush, getting more paint, and getting a nice yellow coat over the whole thing. It's okay if you get paint on the placemat. We are going to put them on the drying rack at the end of class so they can dry along with our painted papers. But take your time, paint the whole paper. Even ask your neighbor for feedback when you think you're done. Hey neighbor, do you see any white spots that I missed? Take your time, get all the white spots, even the corners, even the edges. We're going to use the whole paper for our project, so we want it all to be painted. And then you can put your brush down like close to the tray, or actually you can just put it right here. And then you can experiment with these different tools that are in the middle of your table. So you can use them and see how it adds some designs just on top of that light colored paint. And then you can put it back. You can also roll it through the darker color that's there. And I'm trying to roll it through the whole thing. And then you can roll it across your paper. Let's see what happens. Oh, cool. And put it back for someone else to use. You can use something like this and just get it full and then add that to your paper. We are just experimenting with all these different fun tools and seeing what happens when we create these painted papers. And I used a combination of primary colors for your paint so that it'll mix together and make a secondary color. So you can see that I use the primary colors of yellow and blue. And when it's mixing together, it's making green. So have fun, experiment with these different tools, and it creates like a visual texture on your paper. Sometimes you'll do something that you don't love. It's just a beautiful, oops, it's okay. Add designs over your whole paper, and then raise your hand and get permission to take it over to the drying rack. And then you're gonna start on your next paper. So I would say this is done. Lots of just different visual textures on here. Now I would raise my hand for permission to put on the drying rack.